Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about something a little bit more personal, and it's going to basically be about low self-esteem, how to deal with it, a little things about what I went through, and a little something of how I've overcame my low self-esteem and insecurities. So the first thing I kind of want to say is that a lot of females, I've realized, have low self-esteem. Maybe men or just boys in general, they don't really talk about it, or they don't really admit to the fact that they have low self-esteem. But what I have seen is that a lot of females have it, and I am one of those females. Like I've said in my 50 facts about me video, I've had low self-esteem and really bad insecurities since I was younger. Like I don't really know what age, but if I was to guess, I would say around 7. And if you hear some talking in the background, that's my little baby. But yeah, I've had insecurities since, or low self-esteem if you want to call it that, since the age of 7. And I realized it because I would look in the mirror and I would probably just start crying. Like at first I didn't know why I was crying. Like I would just look at myself and I'm like, I don't like that about me, I don't like this about me, and I wish I could change that, or I wish I looked like her. I'll look in the magazines and just say, I wish I looked like her, or this and the third, and that's very unhealthy. Like I've said this time and time again, because my sister, she actually has low self-esteem as well, and she's beautiful. First of all, she's very beautiful, and I never understood why she has low self-esteem, but nobody really understood why I have low self-esteem as well. And I've said to her time and time again that it's okay to love yourself. Like it's better that you love yourself. It's better that you love yourself rather than hate yourself, because you will get more things done. You feel better about yourself. And I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way or switch my words around or anything like that, but growing up, it was really hard for me, because I don't know what triggered it. Like I didn't understand why I felt this way. And I've had friends, I have lots and lots of friends, but not everybody is gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna think you're pretty. Not everybody's gonna think you're ugly. And you do the same thing at times. Like you'll probably go down the street or see somebody and you're like, I don't really find that person really attractive, or that person really is attractive to you. But that's just the same way people may feel about you. There's nothing you can do to change other people's thoughts. And sometimes you get, especially in high school, you get a lot of ignorant comments and people just saying things that's really not needed, and very much like a bully. And the only thing you can really do, everybody says this, to ignore it, but it's not that easy. It's not easy at all to sit here and ignore somebody saying something about you, or overhearing it, or somebody just saying it directly to your face. It's very hard, and it's happened to me plenty of times. I've overheard people talk about it, like if it was about my nose or my eyes or just my head. I have a big forehead, and it's like, what can you do about it? Like what can you really do about it? That's their opinion, that's their voice. They're gonna say what they want. It does not matter as long as you feel beautiful about yourself. Like if you look in the mirror, sometimes you might say, I wish I didn't have this, or wish I didn't have that, but what can you really do about it? I mean, yeah, there's people who go out and get surgery done. There's people who go out and buy all these different makeup products to make their nose smaller, their cheekbones appear, more intense. But at the end of the day, when you take that makeup off, it's still you, it's still you. And when it comes to loving somebody else, whether it's a guy or a girl, it's not really real. unless you love yourself first. You have to love yourself first in order to love somebody else. And that's something that I've been through as well, and kind of still going through, because it's like, how can I love somebody else if I do not love myself? And it's very hard, and there's going to be a lot of times where the person you love might put you down. But think of it like this. For example, if a person you love keep putting you down and saying, oh, I don't like this about you, I don't like that, you know, your nose looks like that, or your face looks like that, your lips is too big, your lips is too small, that person really doesn't love you. Honestly speaking, to sit here and put you down like that, they don't really love you. You know, you have to find somebody that's gonna love everything about you. You have to find somebody that's gonna think the sun shines out your butt crack. Like, that sounds very funny, but I mean, like, you have to find that person, or else you're gonna be stuck with somebody who's saying all these negative things about you, and it's just gonna make your self-confidence go more down. Like, there's plenty of things that I've kind of done that makes me feel better about myself. And I would say that, like, growing up, there was times where I realized that a lot of these things that I chose to make me feel good about myself was not healthy, was not really good. Like if it was, for instance, like, a lot of the times I felt like, you know, like, I look better with weave, with fake hair, I look better with my nails done, I look better with eyelashes. Yeah, those things will make you feel pretty, those things can make you feel pretty, but I mean, you know, like, what are you gonna do if you don't have money to buy all that stuff? What are you gonna do then? What if you need to buy something more important than that weave, or those nails, getting your nails done, or your eyelashes done? But honestly speaking, if it helps you and it makes you feel more confident about yourself, do it. Does not matter what it is. Like, if getting eyelashes makes you feel more confident about yourself, get it done. If dyeing your hair different colors make you feel more confident about yourself, get it done. And it does not matter what anybody else says. It does not matter if people are saying, why is her hair like that, or, you know, why did she get her eyelashes done like that, why does her makeup look like that? It does not matter what they say. And that seems really, really opposite, but, you know, what can you do? Like I said before, people's not gonna think everything is so good about you, just like you don't think everything is so good about somebody else. But I can honestly say that, like, there's been many times where I just wanted to basically kill myself because of the whole low self-esteem situation. And since I was younger, you know, I've always just hated the way I looked. Like, just hated the way I looked. Like, I would get bullied time and time by a lot of different people, and my my mother-in-law actually even said that I have thin skin. Like, you know how people say, she has thick skin, like nothing really bothers her. I have thin skin, like every little thing bothers me. Even if it's a joke, I'm kind of like, ha ha ha. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I feel like you really meant it in a way, but half of the time it's not like that. Like, me and my boyfriend, we joke around. Like, I'll be like, that's why your lips is so big, or whatever, and he'll say something about me in return, and I know it's a joke, but if it's out of nowhere, I'm like, yeah, you really meant to say that, but it's just a joke, you know? Like, don't take everything so hard. Don't take everything in. Like, there's sometimes where it's just a joke, and just laugh about it. There's been plenty of times where people make fun of my forehead and my nose, or like just anything. I'm short, I'm 4'11", people make fun of that, but like, just laugh it off. If you can't ignore the person, if you laugh it off, you can't laugh it off, then you know what you do? Just walk away. That's the easiest thing to do, is just walk away. If you have to cry, go to the bathroom and cry. But once you're done crying, remind yourself never to cry about that ever again. Don't ever cry about it ever again. Do not ever let somebody see you crying. because they're just gonna feel more good about themselves. And to be honest, the people that are making fun of you, you probably heard this time and time again, but the people who are making fun of you and saying, yo, why does she look like this, why does he look like that, are the ones that really want what you have. Like, they probably see you and you probably just really, really nice, probably have the best makeup in the school, the best hair in the school, and they'll find just one little thing about you and use it against you and get other people to look at it too and like, you know what, yeah, she does dress really nice and her hair is really nice, or she does have a lot of style, but her nose is really big, her forehead is really big, her chin is really long, her lips is really big, her lips is really thin, she doesn't really have a body. And there's people that's gonna find the little things about you and use it against you. And half of the time, it's not just in school, but people on the street that you don't even know, people at work, you can be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and they'll still see something about you. It's gonna go on for the rest of your life. So what can you do about it? You know, like, people are gonna say something as long as you live, basically, and the only thing you can do is just laugh it off. It gets to a point where it's like, I've heard it so much that all I have to do is, so what, you know, like, that's basically what I do now. When I hear it, I just laugh, like, and I just shake my head. And if sometimes I do have a bad attitude, so sometimes I might even say something in return, but you don't want to get yourself into a predicament where you're fighting. Be classy. Be classy about certain things, honestly speaking. Like, you know, it's kind of, it seems really, really weird, but be classy at all times. Do not let anybody bring you down. And I mean, what else can I say? Like, if you're looking for more information on how to cope with low self-esteem or your insecurities, there is many things that you can like search up, as far as like Google or Bing or whatever. You know, you can just type in how to deal with low self-esteem or whatever, and I'm pretty sure you will find something that will just you'll take into consideration. And if you want, you can do what I do and have a little journal maybe, and just write down things that you love about yourself. Just write down things that you love about yourself, whether it's your personality, hair, your sense of style. It doesn't matter what it is, just anything that you love about yourself, just write it down. And also on the next page, you could write down a lot of places that will help you, you know, cope with your low self-esteem, a lot of websites that you can read on. And you know what, as soon as somebody says something that brings you down, look in that journal of yours. Just look in the journal and you'll be fine, you know. And as far as when it comes to girlfriends or boyfriends, don't just, you know, don't just like depend on anybody. Yes, you want to depend on somebody, you want to trust somebody, but when you're dealing with low self-esteem or insecurities, you cannot, it's hard for you to trust somebody, it's hard for you to believe somebody, it's hard for you to love somebody if you're in that predicament. So just wait on it, you know. Build up your self-confidence, build up your esteem level, and just have time to yourself before you get into a relationship that you want to last for a very long time. And do not let anybody pressure you. Do not let anybody pressure you at all, whether it's to change how you look, whether it's to lose your virginity. It does not matter what it is. Do not let anybody pressure you at all, because let's say you find some guy that you like, or even some girl that you like, and this person is beautiful in your eyes, and they put you down continuously, and let's just say one thing leads to another, and you're about to lose your virginity to the person, and they're making you, like, you know, nobody else is gonna want you. Let's say they say that nobody else is gonna want you, or, you know, you're not good enough for anybody, so you should just let me take your virginity or whatever. don't let them do that to you. First of all, that's a big no. Do not let nobody ever say that to you. Do not let anybody ever do that to you. Once somebody says that to you or makes you feel that way, get up, get your stuff, and leave. That's all you have to do. But get up, get your stuff, and leave. Because I guarantee you, even if it's not at this moment, down the line sometime, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna treat you so much better. That's gonna make you feel like a queen. And I've been through plenty of relationships in the past. I am young, but I've been through plenty of relationships in the past. Not a lot, you know, don't get that impression. But if I had people that put me down, every relationship that I was in, I got cheated on. I've never not once cheated on anybody in my life, and that is the honest to God truth. I can swear on that right now. And I always had low self-esteem. You know, I always was like, you're probably cheating on me, so I'm done. And it's never really a fact. I always just thought, like, you know, he's probably cheating on me, so I'm just gonna leave him alone. And half the time I probably wasn't even getting cheated on. It was just how I thought, you know. And now that I'm in this relationship and we've been together for a very long time, we have a beautiful son together, and a lot of the times, or even most of the time, we argue, and it's just for no reason at all. Like, I just feel like he's doing something or something's not right. And half of the time, you know, you get women's intuition, and maybe it isn't right, but I don't even get that. And I don't even feel deep down inside, I don't feel like he's cheating or anything, but it's just my mind messing with me. It's just, you know, it's just your mind that messes with you, and sometimes you feel like, you know, you're not good enough for him, or he deserves better than you, or she's prettier, he should be with her, or whatever. But do not think like that. Don't think like that. Like, if somebody has not done anything to hurt you, or maybe they have once and they make up for it and they're really sorry about it, don't just, you know, make sure the person loves you. And on top of that, don't feed into little things. Honestly, don't feed into little things. You know, I've also had so much friends that I don't have anymore. I don't have friends anymore. My only friends are my son, my boyfriend, and my sister. I will never ever surround myself around somebody that makes me feel like I'm not good enough, or makes me feel like I'm ugly. I'll never let somebody make me feel like, you know, something's wrong with me, basically. It doesn't matter if they're a boyfriend, girlfriend, or just a regular friend, or even honestly a family member. Because there's a lot of times where family members, they say things like, and it's like, why would you say that? You know, my grandmother, when I was transitioning, I had my hair in a twist out, and I really liked it, you know, like, I really liked how it looked. And me, my mom, my son, and my two little brothers, we went to her house, and she's like, why is he hair like that? Like, you have Puma hair from, if you don't know who Puma is, he's the guy from Black Ink Crew, a reality show on VH1. So that kind of hurt me, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just laugh it off. But she's my grandmother, you know. I love her, so, and she jokes around a lot. That boy is crazy. But anyway, so like I was saying before, you know, you need to love yourself before you can love anybody else. And that might sound a lot cliche, but it's true. Honestly speaking, all these people that saying bad things about you is honestly either because they really like you, or they are jealous. You might not understand that now, but believe me, maybe a couple years from now, months from now, you'll realize it. Like, they're just picking out one thing that you don't like about yourself, or that other people might say and use it against you because they're really jealous of you. And just ignore or laugh about it, or whatever you can do that's not gonna make you cry. And like I said before, if you have to cry, go to the bathroom somewhere or whatever. But one thing I do say is, do not ever, I do not accept it. I do not, like, I don't want to ever, I hate seeing it, and I don't like talking about this, but when my 10-year-old brother, when he was a little younger or whatever, he was in the elementary school, of course, and I think he was probably in the second grade, and he was best friends with this little boy. And this is gonna sound so crazy, but he was in second grade. His best friend, you know, at that year in second grade, you're probably like around what, 7 or 8 maybe, I don't know, but the little boy committed suicide. You know, his mom found him like that, and it has to be heartbreaking for anybody to go through. And the only reason why he did that is because all these little kids, you know, 8-year-olds or 7-year-olds are going around and saying that he's gay. Like, first of all, as a mom, it doesn't matter what age you are, that has to hurt really bad. Like, to even see it, it has to hurt. And you know, first of all, what do these little kids know about being gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and why does it matter? Like, I feel like as a parent, you should tell your children it does not matter what you are, whether it's gay, lesbian, straight, bisexual. It should not matter at all. So that kind of, when my mother told me that when she got home, it was kind of like, are you serious? Like, really, are you serious? But you know, having a little boy, and I do have a little boy, and yes, I'm young. I will be 19 in July, and my son will be 2 in November, and I am not ashamed of that at all. And no, I'm not telling anybody, any young person, to go out and have a baby. But honestly speaking, I do not care what anybody has to say. You know, when I was pregnant, I got dirty looks. I still get dirty looks now when I'm out with my son, but I honestly don't care. I honestly don't care. Like, this little boy has changed my life drastically. Like, drastically, he's changed my life for the better, first of all. And not to sound funny, but I've seen a lot of mothers who's of age, maybe 20s and up, letting their children do certain things, and also who are less of a mother and who do a far bad job raising their kids. So it does not matter to me, honestly speaking. It does not matter what age you are, as long as you're there for your child, as long as you're mature, as long as you can provide, as long as you can teach your children. It shouldn't matter. You know, like, there are people out there who's like I said before, who's of age and who do not know how to take care of their children at all. Have their 7, 8-year-olds running around cursing, calling people faggots, calling people gay, calling people lesbian, grabbing people's butt, having sex at 7, 8 years old, smoking. I've seen it. I live in the Bronx. I've seen it. Like, and that's anywhere. It's not just the Bronx. But I'm sorry. I won't raise my child to be like that. Like, I'm raising a little boy, and even if when I get older and I have a little girl, I will teach the both of them to love themselves, you know? To never let anybody put them down. And, you know, you're not smoking, first of all. No, that's a big no-no. You know, you need to do good for yourself. And that's something that my mom taught me. My mom had me at a young age. She's very successful. She's very smart. And she's a great mother of 3 kids. So, you know, that's all I wanted to say. You know, I don't want anybody to take anything negative. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way or get the wrong message out of this. But I just wanted to shed some light, because I don't see a lot of videos on low self-esteem, or just I want somebody to know that there's people out there that relate to how you're feeling, or who's in the same position as you, no matter what you're going through. And I have been through a whole lot of stuff in my life, and I'm only at the age of 18 turning 19. It's been through plenty of things. Probably everything you can think of has happened to me. So that's it. Hopefully I'll upload this and it won't be too late, but just I want to thank you all. And if you are okay, so this is the end of the video, and I just hope you guys have learned a lot and also have had a little bit more, you know, a better state of mind of what this is and how to cope with it. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. Rate, subscribe, it is free, and like the video. Thanks. Bye.